Choice, freedom of information. We're a free country here. We don't need somebody like Trudeau out there telling you you have to take it or else. And calling us names, putting us down, calling us racist. I am by no means a racist. I am not a misogynist. I am none of the above. Okay? I'm a hard worker. I have a house and a mortgage to pay. We're in this for. We're a free country here. You can't have people, Trudeau or whatever, telling you that you have to take this or else, right? That's not freedom, okay? Please, that's not freedom, okay? We're a free country here. Pardon me? What do you want to accomplish by being here today? I would like to end the mandates. I would like to end the mandates. You know, if you want to take a vaccine or whatever you want to call it, go ahead. But you can't force me to. Okay? I don't think that's right. That's not freedom.
Just to come here and just show love and respect for Canada and our country and just gather as a people and unify. We've been so divided by our own government and everything, and I think we can just show with solidarity for everyone that's given so much to the pandemic, lost their jobs, people that have had hardships and everything, and lost people to the pandemic as well as effects of it, such as the lockdowns with mental health issues and everything. Just come together and say this is enough. Me personally, I haven't had as much as most people. I stand up for the little guys, so I look at this as what do my kids and my grandkids are going to have to do? If they don't have, are they going to have the right to choose medical freedom? Are they going to have the debt issues that we've had and the economic issues that we've had are going to have for years to come due to this pandemic? And yeah, so that's more or less my behind, but I've watched so many people, friends and family, lose jobs because they're choosing their choice, which it isn't a choice. How is it a choice when it's saying, if you don't do what we say, then you don't get to work, you don't get to feed your family? That's not a choice, that's an ultimatum.
I'm here to get the freedom back, the freedoms that all Canadians should have. We all know how to make right decisions on our own, and we don't need the government to overreach to tell us what to do. We want good for all of us, and I want good to my children, and I want to make a wise decision about their future. I don't want to make any rash decisions that somebody is pushing me to. So I'm here for all Canadians, vaccinated, not vaccinated. I want us all united. I want us all back and free, and I want us to be proud again.
I have the walkie-talkie.
This is a tiny fraction of a fraction of what's out there. We know they don't represent the over 90% of truckers and protesters who actually have been vaccinated. So let's not give them too much attention. I'm deeply concerned about the media attention that these individuals are actually receiving. This is not a 1-to-1. This is a 99-to-1. That's what we're dealing with. Everybody cares about the same thing. People want to see healthcare being delivered when it's needed, where it's needed. You know, the thought that we would actually block Hospital Row in Toronto is, to me, absolutely shocking. This is not what we do in Canada. It is bordering on criminal. That said, I do not believe in the divisive nature of this. There are many reasons why people want not to get vaccinated, and we shouldn't vilify them for those views. This is not about a divisive party. I don't know why.
Bruce, how many people support today's truckers? How many people involved in Canada against all this tyranny, against Mr. Trudeau? Are you going to be telling this, or are you going to be saying it's 20 or 30 people?
How many people are here?
Thousands. On every bridge. We came from Innisfield. There is a tons. There is thousands of people who support and who against, and actually we staying without the mask. As you. You're enjoying staying without the mask?
Well, I'm outdoors, so this is fine outdoors where we are.
Okay, indoor you still believe in all this?
Yeah, we believe in following the law, but I'm asking you about the
Following
support.
law and false science and false official. You know what's going on, guys. You know what's going on. Why are you making? Why are you lying? Why are you openly lying? Why? Why are you supporting official narratives? How many people? Look, it's real Canadians who supporting real Canadians. I immigrant. I came here 25 years ago. I don't like Canada. What's happening in official, but this is real Canada. This is real Canadians. I do love them. Look at these hero truckers. Support. They fighting for us. for you, for me, for him, for everybody.
What are they fighting for?
For freedom. This is not a freedom.
What do you mean by freedom?
How it's possible that Trudeau and all this government mandate to do vaccine or something like this? Since when government forced to make a medical procedure? When? Since when? Do the doctor? Did she do this vaccine? I was recently, because my mom, 81 years old, she didn't speak any English. They won't let me to go to the hospital. They put me in a handcuff because I was upset. You think it's a normal Canada? It's a freedom, for Christ's sake. We don't have freedom whatsoever. Do you know what that freedom doesn't mean? I don't understand.
Put this on the news. I dare you. Put this on the news. Put it up.
They don't care. They want.
What's your name? What's your
You guys
name?
are all corrupt.
Sorry?
What's your name,
The
ma'am?
government
Gina.
buys and pays
Gina
for
what?
you. Bought and
My
paid
name
for.
is Gina.
Gina,
It's
okay.
enough. It's
This
good enough.
organization is
Are
bought
you
and
gonna
paid
be-
for, corrupt to the
All
core.
right.
It's corrupted. It's unbelievable. It's lie everywhere. And
How'd you like the $600 million
Thanks for speaking to
from
us.
Trudeau?
Thanks for speaking to us.
How'd you like the $600 million from Trudeau?
why?
Sorry. They don't understand.
Fuck Trudeau! Fuck Trudeau! Fuck the Northie! Fuck the bypass! No bypass!
In Kingston, exit 611, up across from the petrol pass. Due to unforeseen weather and just the volume, the sheer numbers of trucks, the organization got overwhelmed, and the convoy didn't quite go off the way it was supposed to. Like, we were all supposed to pull out, and it was a big, long, single-file convoy. It kind of got spread out and broken up into smaller groups and through the highway and whatnot. And then as we ran, we ran into some bad weather, and the highway got a little slick, and we were down to about 25 mile an hour at some points, going through Coburg and whatnot like that. So, but we are parked now. For the most part, a good portion of the convoy is in here. I would say there's probably, because most guys are bobtail, there's a few here with trailers, but most guys are bobtail. There's got to be over 100 trucks in here. The petrol pass is full, and they're actually taking them. Kingston police have everybody, the streets cordoned off, and they're taking everybody down to the community center, and they're parking them down there. But I don't know if you can see this. I'm not going to turn the camera around, but if you can see, look down there. Like, they're parked 3 and 4 deep behind each other here. This is incredible. Look at guys fucking saying hi. This is, excuse my mouth. I'm just getting caught up in this. This is just too much. And guys are still pulling in. Like, it's phenomenal. This is overwhelming. It really is. This is true unity, the Canadian spirit. This is probably only like 1/10, 1/15 of the true convoy. The rest of it is coming up across and coming down from northern Ontario tomorrow into Ottawa. Like, these guys are. This contingency here is with makes up the Fort Erie, the guys that came across Fort Erie, and the guys that came across Sarnia and Windsor. And that's who this makes up. And again, it's insane. Like, here, I'm just gonna back up here a second and turn this around and like look, like they're bobtail, and they are literally like 2
2, 3, 4, 5 trucks deep, everybody, right? And it's just, everybody's just hanging out. I saw guys, when we first rolled in, I saw guys in there and they were just hanging out. Just a bunch of truck drivers hanging out, telling stories, telling lies, stuff like that. It's getting a little later, so I guess most of the guys that aren't hanging out anymore, but they are just they're going back to their trucks here. But yeah, this is incredible. So anyway, the trip was successful. There was no problems. There was no accidents. There was no issues. Everybody made it up here. Everybody made it up here successfully. I think there's probably about I don't know the number, but I know that there's another contingency of trucks coming in, and they should be probably rolling in within the next hour, and that'll be the last of them for us. And then we're gonna roll out of here at 8:30 tomorrow morning. Now it should be a little more organized because we are all here. There's no cars. That was part of the problem. There was a lot of four-wheelers that were involved, and it kind of got spread out, and it was chaotic. So hopefully tomorrow it'll be a little more organized, and we will run as one big unit down the road, making a lot of noise and honking our horns. And again, in tomorrow's episode, like stay tuned for tomorrow's episode. Tomorrow, I'm going to put up, as we were driving, obviously, because I was driving, but my wife was able to film the people lined up on the overpasses. I mean, like, we're talking hundreds of people standing on these overpasses, waving flags, banners, screaming, yelling, it was just incredible. So we'll put up some of that as well. But for now, just I'm glad you enjoyed the video, and I really hope you guys are catching the drift, or maybe catching a feel of what's going on here. This is true Canadian spirit, and not only Canadian spirit, it's the Americans are here. There's I don't see one here right now, but there is a contingency of U.S. trucks here. There's guys up here with U.S. trucks, and they have lent their full support. They have thrown it in. The donations are ridiculous. There's actually people around here. There's a guy from Pennsylvania walking around here giving out beer. So Laker, if you were here, you'd be getting free beer, but you're not here. So anyway, you know what? I'm just, like I said, I'm overwhelmed. I don't know what else to say. Let's call it a night, and I will touch base in the morning as the convoy gets ready to pull out, and then we'll get some more footage, and we roll into Ottawa tomorrow.